Funding provided by Fareway Meat and Grocery. For more than 80 years, Fareway has been proud to be an active part of the communities we serve. Learn more at fairway.com. And by
Musco Lighting is honored to support Iowa PBS. We're an Iowa company that lights local schools, community fields, and stadiums, arenas, and venues in more than 125 countries. While our reach is global, our commitment is local.
With our Iowa roots and Midwestern values, Farmers Mutual Hail is committed to offering innovative farm insurance for America's farmers, just as we have for 6 generations. Farmers Mutual Hail, America's crop insurance company.
It's time for state championship volleyball. Iowa PBS is here at Extreme Arena in Coralville to bring you the 2025 Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union State Volleyball Championships. And good morning. We begin with the Class 5A title as Ankeny Centennial and Waukee Northwest are going to battle it out. Hi again, everyone, with Dr. Joanna Settles. This is BJ Shaban, and here we go. These two teams out of the Central Iowa Metro League, they're very familiar with one another.
They have. They've competed 4 times against each other. Every time Waukee Northwest has taken it, but it's round 5 today.
Let's take a look at their resumes coming into this championship match, shall we? For Ankeny Centennial, their 12th trip to state, their 6th straight. Last time they were in the title match was 2018 when they won it. They've got 5 starters back from the semifinal team from a year ago.
Senior Maya Lay Butters set the school record for career digs. She is fantastic on defense.
She's going to have her work cut out for her, taking on Waukee Northwest. This team has been very dynamic. Their 4th straight trip to state, trying to bring home their school's 2nd volleyball championships. And speaking of championships, the Wolves have won 7 of the last 8 girls' sports titles. They were actually runners-up in golf, missing out by only a stroke.
Senior Avery Vogt leads Class 5A with 9.9 assists per set. She and junior Leah Janulevich have committed to Drake University, while juniors Logan Vogt and Piper Ladwig are headed to Iowa State.
It's been such a fun week here in Coralville. Everybody's bringing out the pink, and why not? A great tournament, and it's going to get started here today with the Class 5A state championship, to be followed by Class 4A just after noon. And you can watch all the championships today here on Iowa PBS. And let's go to today's public address announcer in Tim Fitzpatrick.
It's time to welcome our teams to the floor. Centennial fans, give it up for your Jags! Waukee Northwest fans, let's get it for your Wolves! Fans, it's now time to introduce the players and coaches in today's 5A championship matchup. Today's starting lineups are presented by Hy-Vee. First of all, here is the Ankeny Centennial Jaguars. Here are your non-starters. Number 1, Bailey Snyder. Number 3, Emma Vandenhol. Number 4, Nora Bacchus. Number 6, Kaylin Reinhardt. Number 13, Kenley Erickson. Number 15, Sydney Rogers. And number 22, Lily Harmon. Your assistant coaches, Jenna Britt, Sarah Alberts, Claire Hill, and Jillian Carlson. And now here's your starting lineup for the Jaguars of Centennial. A 5A junior number 5, Ellie Pollock. 5'11 senior number 7, Tatum Schmidt. A 5'10 senior number 9, Maddie Ott. A 6'2 senior number 10, Megan Cheeseman. A 5'8 senior number 11, Adeline Reyes. And a 6'1 junior number 16, Sophia Heather. Your libero is a 5'2 senior number 2, Maya Leigh Butters. Head coach for the Jaguars, Jessica Reinhardt. And now let's meet the team from Waukee Northwest. Here are the Wolves. Number 2, Edie Collins. Number 6, Lydia Burrell. Number 7, Hannah Presley. Number 8, Caroline Dobbs. Number 12, Anna Pelds. Number 14, Harper Russ. And number 16, Abby Olson. Your assistant coaches, Jennifer Stanek, Kaylee Brofhart, Addie Walker, and Frances Nagusi. And now here's your starting lineup for the Wolves of Waukee Northwest. A 5'9 junior number 1, Leah Janulevich. 5'11 sophomore number 4, Avery Cordes. 5'11 senior number 5, Avery Vogt. 6'2 junior number 9, Logan Vogt. 6'1 junior number 10, Cassidy Danberg. And a 6'3 junior number 11, Piper Ladwig. Your libero is a 5'10 junior number 3, London Taylor. Head coach for the Wolves, Jody Vogt. Now fans, let me introduce you, our officials assigned to this championship match by the IGHSAU. Your first referee, Craig Werner. Second referee, Maurice Frazier. Your line judges, Ted Mosier and Mark Royer. And now fans, at this time we ask you to stand if you're able as we face the flag, as we honor the men and veterans who have so proudly served, the men and women around the world currently protecting our freedom each and every day, and this great country we call home, with the singing of our national anthem today by Dawson Hinker, a sophomore at Dowling Catholic. Ladies and gentlemen, our national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was you're still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
All right, who's ready to win a state championship?
Oh, what fun. It's Waukee Northwest and Ankeny Centennial, both out of the Central Iowa Metro League. Waukee Northwest has won 5 in a row in this series. But today, could it be different is the question. As we take a look at the keys to the game, Dr. Settles, what do you got lined up here?
You know, again, that serving aggressiveness from Ankeny Centennial, so important to try to keep Waukee Northwest out of system so that the second ball is not in the hands of Avery Vogt. She is so talented. They also ran through the fire only in the championship game. Do you get a run through the fire? And they have wanted to be able to do that so long for the last few years. And these seniors, they finally get to do it. And they need to run through the fire because they have yet to beat Waukee Northwest. Waukee Northwest has a multi-dimensional domination. They can go to Janulevich, to Vogt, to Ladwig, to Gordis. They are so diverse.
Folks, this Northwest team has been very dominant. They've lost only 4 sets all season. The last time they lost a set was back on September the 13th against Waukee, and that was their only match that they dropped all season.
Yes, I was there. I watched it. They had played Pella. Waukee had played Pella. Pella was in a dogfight with Waukee. Waukee ended up winning and brought all that positive momentum into the Waukee Northwest challenge, and Waukee won, and since then they have fought and won almost every single set since.
Cheeseman will start on the serve for Ankeny Centennial, and it's a service error to begin the match. Both teams wearing black uniforms with white numbers, and on your screen you're seeing Waukee Northwest here. They've got a little bit of a trim of blue there, and Leah Janulevich is serving for Northwest. An opportunity, Reyes with the blast, going to be dug up by Taylor. Logan Vogt challenged, the block is out. And Waukee Northwest starts out 2-0.
Yes, I like the double block there. Sophia Heather for Ankeny Centennial, super key for her to get a big block up on this dominant offense of Waukee Northwest.
Heather going to be batted back in the middle, and how about that? Cassidy Danberg with the block. She's one we're going to have to keep an eye on. The 6'1" junior has been dominant over the last month and a half.
I want you to notice the triple block right there coming against the middle of Centennial.
Jaguars push it forward, and they get their first point with the kill from Tatum Schmidt.
I like the off speed there, Tatum Schmidt. She can hit, she can set, she can about do it all. But instead of just powering through, she brings the off speed for a point and the side out.
So Centennial will bring in Kaylin Reinhardt, the sophomore. Vogt with the high point, and it's effective. Side out, Waukee Northwest.
Yes, and those are the sisters, Avery and Logan, sister to sister, a beautiful combination there.
London Taylor on the serve, 29 aces this season, and this time a little strong. So back and forth, some jitters here early on. When you say run through the fire, your adrenaline gets you going, right?
It does. Even that first serve was kind of launched, but it is an electric environment here today. Lots of nerves, lots of excitement. They'll settle in soon.
Vogt with an attack error. And how about this? Centennial starting to battle their way back. A little too much juice here.
She tried to go cross, and it ended up going to the 6 zone. Not as much court there. She needs to hit the 5 zone.
Ladwig, what a blast! Piper Ladwig, 6'3" junior with now 257 kills this season.
She's fantastic. She is #1 in 5A, hitting .421, 100 or 1,000% today.
Anna Pelds off the bench to serve. Free ball here for Northwest. They go to Boat. And right away, Boat challenging the libero for Centennial and comes up with a point.
There's the outside attack. It is hit so hard. It's actually dug up so well by Leigh Butters, but net violation.
Big blast, and it's going to be knocked out. His pal can't get square with it. And Centennial able to get a side out.
Both teams using their right sides effectively. It's so important to keep the middle blockers having to go left and right.
Tatum Schmidt has been very effective on the serve at the state tournament. 100% serve efficiency. Schmidt goes to the middle to Ott, and they get a kill.
This is a perfect pass by Leigh Butters. It goes quick to the 31 zone and an easy point.
Boat to the middle to Logan Boat. Side out, Northwest. They'll maintain this 2-point advantage here in the opening set.
There's the triple block again, and how do you defend, or how do you go offensively against a triple block? You tip it over quite often, and there she scores.
What a blast, but too strong out of Sophia Heather. And Northwest will take the 3-point advantage. Schmidt goes to the middle to Ott. And Maddie Ott coming through with her second kill of the set.
And that was a great pass by Reinhardt to be able to set the middle, so crucial even on a serve receive. So great offense by Ankeny Centennial early.
Pollock serve handled by Northwest. Boat goes with the quick dump. It's effective.
That's what makes Avery Vogt so special. She jump sets. You don't know if she will dump the ball or not. Here she is. She's going up on ball 2. You can't tell. She hides it so well. Up, over, in for a point.
Here's Avery Cordes, the sophomore. Schmidt will have to track it down. Boat, another dump. This time Butters is underneath of it. Here's Reyes. A quick push by Cordes to the back row. Butters out of system ball. And that one's going to be hit long. We'll see a lot of this today as each team wants to really attack the setters out of system. Explain what that means.
Yes, so when you're in system, the second ball goes to the setter because they have the best hands. They're in the right position. When you're out of system, the second ball is not being touched by the setter, and it's less effective, and that's what you saw 2 plays ago.
How about an ace for Cordes will lead to a timeout by Centennial. 11-6, Waukee Northwest doing what they've done for the majority of the season. They just rattle some points, and they're very tough to defend.
They are. Ankeny Centennial, one thing to track and to notice is how many free balls they're sending over. When you send a free ball over to Waukee Northwest, it's almost one and done. And so they have to do everything they can to be aggressive, whether that's hitting it hard, tipping it wisely, or putting down a roll shot. But they have to be aggressive and cannot give them anything easy because they will capitalize.
Jessica Reinhardt in her 13th season overall at Ankeny Centennial. They've won numerous state championships, but never seen her really this excited to be back in the state title. You know, things came very easy for Centennial as a school as they racked up state titles year after year, and they haven't played in the state championship since 2018. Now they got to find their defense's quarters with back-to-back aces.
Yes, this first pass on serve receive, so important.
Schmidt will leave it up for Ott, and that's been a good factor today for Centennial.
It is, and that's happening because of Leigh Butters. I probably would not ever serve to her. She's so good, and she starts their offense. She is the oil that keeps this Jaguar motor running.
Vote off the slide. Danberg, somehow Centennial got underneath of that. Vote to the outside, the blast, long. And Centennial, back-to-back points, something that they've needed.
Yes, it's hard to string together points against Waukee Northwest, so another crucial serve.
Nora Bacchus playing huge defensively. That one tipped up, and just enough on it as Janulevich comes up with the kill and the side out for Waukee Northwest.
Yes, you want that block. You want the block to slow down the velocity of the hit, and there you see it does slow it down, but it drops it in. It's hard to cover every inch of this court.
He played over, opportunity for the Wolves. Big blast, and Janulevich again with the kill.
Yes, perfect pass there by Taylor to Vote for Janulevich to do her thing.
Leah ranks 4th in 5A in serves. You know, for her club team, she actually plays libero. But for her high school team, she's on the outside and effective, as you can see, around the pin.
Oh, that off speed, how she laid it in. She's just balancing the yin-yang. She hits it hard. She comes back with an off speed and drops it in. Great volleyball IQ.
Largest lead of the set here by Waukee Northwest as they're up by 7. Avery Vote on serve. Schmidt with the dump, going to be handled by Northwest. Janulevich out of system. That one's played over. Janulevich again, the roll shot. Off the back pass, the big attempt by Cheeseman will pay off. And a side out for Ankeny Centennial.
Nice pin-to-pin action. They go to the right side. It goes off the block, and it's so difficult to even practice those plays when it goes off the block because it can drop in anywhere.
And a service error. Give it right back to the Wolves. Cheeseman, a couple of service errors as she's trying to hit that back line.
She is. She's going for it. And so she needs to get her confidence and get one in.
Cheeseman goes to Reether. This one back and forth on single attempts, and it'll pay off for Waukee Northwest. Danberg holding her own in the middle.
She is. It's a lot of fun when you're playing middle and you get an overpass. Not very much fun on defense.
Taylor with the up. Big blast by Vote. How about Pollock out of the back? Danberg to Vote. Back outside Vote. And again, Pollock tried to get underneath of it. Boy, that one had some heat on it from Logan Vote. And Centennial will burn their second timeout here.
There it is, a great outside swing. Too tough to handle.
Well, stay connected with Iowa PBS Sports no matter where you're watching from. Join the conversation. Follow us on Facebook and X and use hashtag Iowa PBS Sports to enjoy the championships with other fans. Boy, so Waukee Northwest up 18-9. These two, when they played a best of 5, it was only one time this season. It actually went 5 sets. And it was very early on in the season.
It was. They can play at this level. Very few in the state can. Seems like a lot in the CIML can. What an impressive league. But if you don't pounce early, it's tough to get a grasp on the incredible defense of Waukee Northwest.
So the junior, Leah Janulevich, back to serve again, as we've mentioned, already committed to Drake. And what a repertoire she has out on the floor. Again, a natural position is more of a libero, but playing outside throughout this entire season. Here's Boat to Logan Boat. The big blast, again, another kill. Boy, that right arm is electric today for Waukee Northwest.
Yes. Comes over a beautiful jump set by Avery Vogt. Vogt to Vogt. Scoring again.
Butters will play it forward. Into the middle, Danberg. An 11-point advantage here for Waukee Northwest in the opener.
Yes, mixing it up pin to pin, and here they'll go middle. Danberg up quick and hits the corner.
Boy, the 5-1 that Waukee Northwest runs is very efficient, a tremendous amount of hitters. And now an attack error by Centennial.
It is Janulevich scoring quite a few in a row here, but there's just never a time to take a breath against this incredible Wolf offense.
Out of system again for Centennial. Off the back pass, Ladwig. That one's going to be played over. Vogt again goes to Ladwig. (22-9) now your score. We got a chance to ask Avery Vogt, how do you decide who do you go to with so many hitters on the Waukee Northwest club? And she just said, you know, I just picked to see who's going to be hot. Well, right now, Waukee Northwest hitting at a very high clip as Sophia Heather able to get the much-needed side out for Ankeny Centennial.
Yes, there's all good options for Avery Vogt, and mixing it up is what's so important.
Vogt with the quick dump. Tried to take that one herself. And a block back by Logan Vogt, as Schmidt was denied at the net.
She was. The ball was very close to the net. It's called trapping your hitter, and you can see she didn't have many options. She tried to maybe wipe it out of bounds, but a big block.
Taylor, the left-hander, an ace, the third of the set, and we are at set point.
They say that Piper Ladwig brings so much energy, so does London Taylor. She's the hype on this team.
Ball in the middle. Pollock tried to go quick. Ladwig with the blast. And that's going to be on the outside of the antenna. And the opening set belongs to Waukee Northwest, 25-10. What an opener for the Wolves. And we'll be back with more of the Class 5A State Championship as you're watching it here on Iowa PBS.
Coming up on the next episode of Iowa Life, we'll meet a Marine pilot who flew the final mission out of Vietnam. Celebrate the commissioning of the USS Iowa.
Officers and crew of the USS Iowa, board our boat and bring her to life.
And we'll meet the Tri-State Women Warriors. All that and more on a special Veterans Day edition of Iowa Life.
Tuesdays at 6:30 and Sundays at 10:30 on Iowa PBS.
On the next Road Trip Iowa, we're traveling the Western Skies Scenic Byway. We discover Iowa's cultural and agricultural heritage, from the rolling bluffs of lush soil to a pastoral landscape dotted with splashes of color.
I love the colors. It's really beautiful, Charlene.
With stops at the many hidden gems along the way. Wednesday at 6:30 p.m. and Saturday at 9 a.m.
25-10, Waukee Northwest takes the opener over Ankeny Centennial here in the Class 5A State Championship. Well, this week, the Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union held their second annual Volleyball Future Champions Youth Clinic Series here in Coralville. Led by varsity high school coaches from around the state, the clinic gives middle school girls a taste of the state tournament experience. With expanded capacity and overwhelming demand, the event sold out in 2 minutes. Better bookmark that for next year, for sure. Well, it's been very impressive. How about the hitting out of Waukee Northwest in that opening set?
So impressive. What a dominant program. Waukee Northwest has one of the best front lines in state history, and I'm saying that in every rotation. You just never get a break, but this percentage is truly amazing at hitting 500.
Well, don't miss a minute of today's championship action. Catch the live stream on YouTube and IowaPBS.org. With Dr. Joanna Settles, I'm BJ Shaven here on Iowa PBS at Extreme Arena in Coralville. You're watching the 5A state championship. As good look at Piper Ladwig, and what an opener she had in the opening set, as did her team. Ladwig with 3 kills on 5 attempts, hitting right at 600. And Avery Vogt able to command the passing, 13 assists in that opening set. And we mentioned the 3 aces, very dominant. But what can Centennial do to turn this ship around quickly?
They have to continue to serve aggressively. They have to be where they need to be and stopped on defense to try to play some defense here and get a ball up to continue on. And I think they need to pounce early, side out right away, and score some points.
Avery Vogt will start the second set on serve. They go right away into the middle, as Heather will put that ball up. Now with Reyes, opportunity. Janulevich, did that have fingertips? No, says the officials. And an attack error, and Centennial will get the first point here in the second set.
There it is. It was behind her a little bit, and she had to reach behind her head to get the ball, which is why it sailed out.
Vogt to the outside to Ladwig. Pollock with the push. And how about the throwdown? In downtown Coralville, Centennial up 2.
Great play by Ellie Pollock there to push over the block through and get a point.
Janulevich. The back pass to Schmidt, handled by Waukee Northwest. Heather in the middle. And how about Centennial jumping out to a 3-0 lead?
Yes, when you can get the ball to the middle, good things happen. The middle back is where the defense of Waukee Northwest was, so to hit the corners is key.
What a response after losing the opening set by 15. Off the slide, Cordes will end it. Side out, Waukee Northwest.
Yes, how about Cassidy Tanberg with the layup, if you will, with the slide, going line. Great play by her.
Played up by Cheeseman, out to the outside to Schmidt. Cheeseman again goes back row this time, and Reinhardt can't get square with the ball. Waukee Northwest within 1. There's a good look a second ago of Kaylin Reinhardt playing for her mom. 5'8" sophomore. And they have a younger one coming up who's in 8th grade. The two could be hitting the court next year. Ladwig with the blast, and it's blocked down, and Waukee Northwest able to tie this one up at 3. Watch the battle here.
Such a strong swing by Piper Ladwig, pushing through that block.
And a service error, and Centennial will take that to go up by 1.
The middle switch, Maddie Ott back in the middle position. If Ankeny Centennial can get the ball to the middle, that means things are in system and things will go well.
Vogt to the outside to Ladwig, going to be punched up. Vogt again to her sister Logan, and that's going to be out.
Nice aggressive swing there by Logan Bolt, trying to turn and hit that 4, slicing it there, but just went deep.
Here's Maya Leigh Butters. Avery Boat to Cordes. And that'll be blocked out. Northwest will get the side out. So Cassidy getting a rest here. London Taylor in to serve.
Cassie Danberg only playing the 3 front row rotations, but very effective helping your team.
Big blast by Pollock, and they'll get it.
Ellie Pollock with a big kill coming out of the outside.
How about that for the 5'8" junior? Last year prolifically played a DS role. Now this year going to the outside. And Centennial strong at the net.
Pollock,
here come the Jaguars led by Ellie Pollock. And Tatum Schmidt, just not enough on that. That's her first service error, though, here at the state tournament. And again, Centennial, you had mentioned in the opening, they want to be aggressive on the serve.
Yes, they have to be.
Anna Pelds. Schmidt to the middle, and that's off.
Maddie Ott again starts with a great pass when you have an option as a setter to go to any of your front line. It's a quick back set, and Maddie Ott blasts one down.
Cordes. Out of system here, Reyes. Taylor will find it.
Big block.
Out of the back row, Janulevich. Schmidt to the middle. Ott just couldn't get underneath of that ball. And Waukee Northwest will take the side out.
Yes, Maddie Ott was a little early on that and went in front of her setter, which is something you can't do. It takes away your power there as the setter leads her, but a block gives it back to Northwest.
Into the middle, Ott. And I believe we're going to see too many people inside of that 10-foot line.
Yes, net violation there.
And Centennial will go up 9-6. Matching their largest lead here of the second set. And of the match, Janulevich blocked back. How about that out of Megan Cheeseman?
Fantastic. She did a great job of pressing over the net. You can see her here. Here, the ball is tight. They press over, double block. Ankeny Centennial is up, first to 10.
And a timeout taken here by Waukee Northwest. Well, you can take an adventure with Iowa PBS on Road Trip Iowa. Join host Brooke Kolsdorf as we travel the state's highways and scenic byways, exploring the history, culture, and natural beauty along the way. Road Trip Iowa, Wednesdays at 6:30 and Saturdays at 9 a.m. on Iowa PBS or stream online anytime. What an atmosphere.
It is. You have the pink out with the student section from Waukee Northwest. It's a blackout for Ankeny Centennial. So much excitement. Everybody loves to miss a day of school when you get to cheer on your favorite team.
Ankeny Centennial's defense has been shored up here in the second set. Are they doing something differently?
They're being more aggressive offensively. It's been nice to see more of their offense, getting touches, forcing Waukee Northwest to mix up and take some speed off of their attack.
Avery Vogt able to capitalize on the opening in the middle.
Yes, she is so fantastic on taking that second ball. She rises up, looks like she's going to set the ball. It's so she uses her left hand there And she puts it right down. Very tough to defend.
Schmidt trying to go to Heather. Going to be played back as it was knocked back. Reyes will put it over. Vogt to the outside. Cordes with the blast. Pollock with the up. Reyes again. The roll shot. Effective.
Great swing by Reyes, but it's really the double block that is slowing down the speed of the attack by Waukee Northwest, giving the defense a little more time to get under the ball and make a good pass for Ankeny Centennial.
We had a false start there as Maya Leigh Butters had to finish tying her shoes. What a great teammate for Cheeseman to hold up on that. Off the slide, Cordes. Butters will put it up.
Yes, slowed down again by the block.
Heather will get it to Cheeseman. Now on the outside, Schmidt has it denied. That's Cassidy Danberg again with the block. Side out Waukee Northwest. Danberg in a match against Dowling Catholic earlier this season had 5 straight blocks to begin a set. Impressive, to say the least. Janulevich. And here comes Waukee Northwest on a little bit of a run.
Yes, you can see there Heather had to block the ball and didn't get over for a double block. And the defense of Ankeny Centennial has to have 2 up. They don't want to go and only have 1 blocker.
An attack error. Northwest will take the point, and it's a 1-point set.
Avery Vogt now the setter in this 5-1 offense for Waukee Northwest in the back row now. So a little deep breath because she can't be so deceptive and use her left hand.
Good up out of the back by Logan Vogt. Janulevich. Reyes will find it. She'll get it right back. And the block back. Butters with the backup plan. Vogt to the outside, Ladwig. Here's Cheeseman. Now to Schmidt. Oh, long point here. Taylor to the outside. Ladwig. Block back. Ladwig. Janulevich will push.
Yes, our longest volley of the day.
This is going to be a key point, a 1-point set. Janulevich now to Reyes. Cheeseman with the back pass. Schmidt block back. And Waukee Northwest will get the long point to tie it up at 11.
She's been mixing things up using all her hitters. She goes with the back set to Schmidt, but the block by Northwest stops the volley.
Waukee Northwest dominated in the opening set. If you're joining us late, 25-10. Here in the second, this is their first lead of the second set as they go up 12-11. And a timeout now by Centennial as they have a 4-point advantage erased here by the Wolves.
An excellent start by Ankeny Centennial. Jessica Reinhardt, the coach, is very excited, but they have to continue to slow down the block.
Okay, because you're there, you're like stopping yourself because you think someone else is going to get it, but you're already there, so just play the ball. Anything else, you guys? Noticing, picking up? Hey, they're swinging for your hand on the block too. You guys have done a really good job of being disciplined and turning it into the court. Keep doing that, keep covering, keep talking. Let's go!
That's Jody Vogt in her 3rd season here at Waukee Northwest. Already has a championship. They've taken back to the school. Last year finished as runner-up to Pleasant Valley. And what a program they built in a short amount of time. And led by her daughters, Logan and Avery. Of course, a few years ago, they graduated another Vogt.
Yes, definitely a family affair for the Vogt family. Coach Jody Vogt calls her mom every single game day. They've already talked today. Pretty exciting with both of her daughters on the court.
She was quite the player herself in the day, playing at Northern Iowa. Janulevich with the blast out of the back. That's Pollock. Here's Reyes. No touch. Northwest will take the point. They go up by 2 now.
Back to the family affair of Jody Vogt. It's DeVries Vogt. And so both of her brothers very successful. Jared playing in the NFL for years, and her brother Darian, of course, was the coach at Drake, West Virginia, and now is at Indiana.
Yeah, you know, and her daughter Logan, of course, Avery's going to go on to play at Drake, serving now. And Logan Boat going to be going to Iowa State. We had a chance to ask, as you see the block back by Danberg, what about Logan? You know, she chose Iowa State, and we asked about that because that's new to that family. And she said, you know what, nobody in the family had a Cardinal and gold shirt. I guess we're going to have to go dig and go find one now.
Yes, there's a lot of Hawkeyes, Panthers, now Iowa State and Drake. They're just mixing it up.
Avery with the back pass, Ladwig with the push, too strong, and a much-needed side out here for Centennial.
It was, and a nice decision there by Maya Leigh Butters to let it go out of bounds. A back set by Avery, really tight to the net. That's really difficult to do anything with, and Ladwig sends it wide.
Stops a 9-1 run by Waukee Northwest, and Ladwig will get that one down.
That one's in system. A great shot to the corner.
So Leah Janulevich. Here's Pollock, and the block by Danberg. My goodness.
She is so effective. You've seen her slide, you've seen her hit, you've seen her block. Wow, she has come to play today.
The pass back, Schmidt with the high toss. Boat to the outside, Logan Boat with the quick.
Good pickup.
Butters now to Pollock. Danberg tried to go deep, Pollock right there.
Good play off the block.
Out of the back row attack, Reinhardt. Now here's Boat. Good up by Butters. Schmidt trying to capitalize. Can't, as Avery Boat found it.
Good push to the deep corner.
Going to be played over by Reinhardt. Boat now to Ladwig off the slide, and Northwest up 18-12. Timeout, Centennial. So many weapons for Waukee Northwest.
There's Piper Ladwig hitting the line.
Let's go inside of that Centennial huddle.
You haven't hit it yet, but you're gonna, okay? Stay fast, stay aggressive. Cheese, make sure you finish that back. Okay, let's go to the pin. Finish that back set off, and then you have options, T. We can pull it in on occasion, okay? But let's stay wide and attack lines, or have that deep corner shot over there, okay? Hey, you can. It's never too late. Foot on the gas right here, but everybody's got to play a little bit quicker, okay? And in transition, soap up, dish, and pound, okay? You can do it.
Let's go! That's on three! 1, 2, 3, go.
You got to swing high. High off that.
For those of us wondering, break that down for us, please.
There's a lot of just positive energy in that huddle, believing in her players. You have to understand how fast this offense of Waukee Northwest is. She's like, get a little more zip in your step. You have to go quicker. You have to block and get up a good double block and a big swing, and there it is. A little more energy. That's really what she was bringing, more energy, and you see Ellie Pollock right there. A great set by her teammate, and she puts one away.
Side out, Centennial.
Yes, they said get wide, take a great approach is what she means on that, to bring all the power that you have, and she did. They executed well.
Boat to the outside, Ladwig. Good up that time by Cheeseman. Here's Schmidt, block back. And guess who? Cassidy Danberg again with another block.
Yes, she's excellent. And you heard Jessica Reinhardt there in Ankeny Centennial's huddle saying swing high. You want to make that high contact with the ball to get over the block of Waukee Northwest.
Pollock again. Out of system. Logan Boat able to get it. And Waukee Northwest up 20-13.
A nice job by Logan Boat. She's gone cross a few times. There she hits the line. Maya Leigh Butters Excellent job of trying to get there. Great hustle, but can't keep it in play.
London Taylor serve. Cheeseman, quick strike, and it pays off as she finds Ott. A little fast go right there, finding the middle.
Yes, a beautiful set there by Schmidt to find Ott for a great middle hit attack. That's out of that 31. She's a little closer to the pin there. A quick set is effective.
Boat to Logan Boat. What a charge into the ball. Centennial able to recover. Cordes tried to go high and missed. Centennial pulls it within 5.
Yes, even Waukee Northwest right there. They're trying to run so quick, and there's more room for error the faster you go, and it's worth it for them because it usually pays off.
And right to the middle. Ott tried to get that one down, but great recovery by Northwest. And a little pin action, or excuse me, roll the wrist action. And Ott will finally finish it off for the point. Centennial trying to put a charge back into this one here in the second set.
Yes, great effort there by Pollock to keep the ball alive. And when it goes to the middle, Maddie Ott, she terminates.
Logan Boat on the outside and will get the side out. Oh no, that hit the pin. I beg your pardon, hit the pin. Centennial will get the point.
A great run as of late for the Jaguars.
Boat to Ladwig. That one gets down.
What a shot by Piper Ladwig. It looked like she was going cross court and she went line, and that is so tough to defend.
Schmidt to Ott. Boat to the outside to her sister. Schmidt again to Ott, tried to go deep. Taylor there. Quick dump. Butters will put her left hand on it. Again, another building point here. Boat. Butters. Boat to the middle. There's Reinhardt. Pollock will play it over. Boat with the quick pass. Cheeseman with the blast. Schmidt to the outside. Pollock still going. Back row attack, Reinhardt. That hits the tape. Boat with the quick. Pollock again tries to go high. Here's Logan Boat. Butters there. Schmidt to Pollock. Janulevich with the up.
Incredible digs.
And still going, and now a net violation. And what a point for Centennial. Actually 4.
Yes, that was 4 touches that didn't clear the tape, but excellent movement as you see both teams continue to go to base, go to defense, transition, use their offense. That was a drill. They're all out of breath right now. That was a long volley and huge for Ankeny Centennial to come up with the point.
It's a 3-point set. Reyes will come back in for Reinhardt. Here's Ellie Pollock. Boat goes to the middle to Logan. And again, not enough on it. Was seeing a lot of things out on the court and just came up short. Timeout here, Waukee Northwest. Centennial trying to battle back from a 7-point deficit here in the second set, as they're within 2.
We talk about the hitters in the front line, but the back line, the defense of both teams putting up great balls for their setters to really put it in the hands of their hitters. Both of the liberos, Maya Leigh Butters with some excellent plays for Ankeny Centennial, and London Taylor, the libero for Waukee Northwest, continues to pass the ball so well to Avery Vogt.
Well, from artists to dreamers to everyday Iowans with inspiring stories, explore what makes our state shine on Iowa Life. Join host Charity Nebby Tuesdays at 6:30 and Sundays at 10:30 in the morning on Iowa PBS, or stream online at any time. Wow, what a second set. We've seen some big swings. Centennial's had a 4-point advantage at one point. Northwest has had a 7-point lead. It's a 2-point set. This is a key moment here for Centennials. They try to draw even with Northwest in this best of 5 for the 5A championship.
Yes, this is number 5, Ellie Pollock serving. She's an outside hitter that's been doing so well in the back row.
Cordes, that one hits fingertips and a side out for Waukee Northwest.
Yes, and you saw Pollock, even though she knew the ball was going out, had been tipped by her teammate, so she tried to get it and was not able to do so.
Logan Boat with a service error. Now Centennial trying to make a run here. Coming in to serve is going to be Nora Bacchus.
They are a little fatigue setting in. We've had some long volleys. They played yesterday. They played Monday. Some of that affects the serving efficiency.
And a service error puts Northwest within 2 points of taking the second set. And Centennial will go through the rotations.
A real key point here for Centennial to get the ball back.
Schmidt to Heather, handled by Cordes. Boat to the outside, Jenulevich with the roll shot. Reyes somehow got underneath of that. Jenulevich with the blast, but it's blocked and blocked down. How about that, Sophia Heather?
Yes, Heather and Cheeseman, a beautiful double block here. You see him go up, Boat goes outside, the double block. All the excitement there by Sophia Heather.
Yeah, she missed a part of the season with an injury. She hurt her knee. It was an actual MCL strain and just made it back in time for the postseason, and what an impact she's having for Centennial.
Yes, she's a difference maker. They need her.
Boat to Jenulevich. That's money.
Wow, that's an impressive shot there. About 13 feet, cutting it to the 4 zone. That's big time.
Set point. Heather with the push. Taylor to the outside, Ladwig. Second set to Waukee Northwest, and they're a set away from their school's second ever state volleyball championship. And we'll have the third set when we return, as you're watching the Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union State Volleyball Championships here on Iowa PBS.
Being an Iowan and thinking about Iowa PBS, I think it really allows me to understand more about my state, and that our state is full of a rich culture, various types of landscapes, and a lot of types of events that are fun places to go visit and experience. I would tell somebody considering becoming a member that it's worth it, because Iowa PBS satisfies my curiosity about learning. It brings Iowa to the world as well.
Settled before Iowa was a state, Davenport tells the tale of community, culture, and trade along the banks of the Mississippi River. A variety of architectural movements are preserved in Davenport in structures designed for civic and commercial life. Join Iowa PBS as we explore the arts and the architecture within the historic buildings of Iowa, Davenport.
Coming to Iowa PBS, December 2nd.
Waukee Northwest up 2-0 on Ankeny Centennial as you're watching the Class 5A State Championship here on Iowa PBS with Dr. Joanna Settles. I'm BJ Shaven. Let's take a look at the opening set highlights here. Things got going with Logan Boat able to high point that ball, and in that opening set, Waukee Northwest dominant, hitting right at 500. In the second set, though, things cooled off as the defenses really took over. Waukee Northwest just hitting at .056, and Centennial hitting negative in that second set. Very competitive second set. Now we go to the third, and it's a must-win set. Here's the rest of the schedule here on Iowa PBS. And 4A next at 12:15. We've got North Scott and Sioux Center. The 3A title, Humboldt against Davenport Assumption. Hinton and Denver, Class 2A at 4:45. And then the nightcap. How about this? In 1A, Janesville against St. Ansgar. What a day of Iowa High School State Volleyball Championships here on Iowa PBS.
It sure is, and you see Dan Berg there taking a quick break, getting ready for set number 3. Let's go back to the keys for Waukee Northwest. They are a multi-dimensional domination on offense, and you see them dominate so well. They are on a mission mentality. Their mission is to reclaim this 5A state champion trophy.
Well, these two programs, I mean, they can produce a lot of talent, a lot of multi-sport athletes at the varsity level here. But you think about, you know, the programs underneath. Centennial, get this, had 90 players out for 8th grade volleyball this year. Amazing. And for Waukee Northwest, similar type numbers as Piper Ladwig gets things going here in the 3rd set for Waukee Northwest.
Yes, volleyball is such a fun sport. Everybody can be involved. You can be a specialist in the front, a specialist in the back. It's so much fun to play with your teammates because it's not one person that shines. It truly is everyone. You have to serve well, you have to pass, set, and hit well to make your team great.
Tatum Schmidt with the side out.
And Ankeny Centennial fans are all on their feet, the entire student section.
Kaylin Reinhardt in to serve. Both block back. How about that? Heather and Schmidt denying.
What a great combo there with Heather and Schmidt pressing over the top of that net to keep it back on the other side.
Boat to Ladwig. Block back. They go to Boat. The high touch. Good recovery out of the back by Cheeseman to keep that one up for Centennial.
Good. Ankeny Centennial needs to keep Waukee Northwest.
Pollock with the kill.
Yes, they're keeping them out of system enough so that they hit the ball really hard, making it easier for their defense to put a good ball up and run their offense.
Boat, blast, side out Northwest.
And that's the offense I'm talking about. That is so effective. Very impressive hit there as she goes cross. That's Logan Vogt.
What a season for her. The junior with double-double all the way throughout this state tournament of service error. And Centennial will go up by 2. Northwest winning the opening set 25-10, taking the second 25-21. Ball is kept up.
Just tapped over, no time for an approach there, takes the heat off.
Ladwig will mark that one out. Side out Northwest. And Anna Pelds will be in to serve. Piper Ladwig having herself a state final. 6 kills so far. Odd block back by Cordes. Avery Cordes at 5'11" can get up. One of the best verticals you'll see.
And here it is. You see the pass was higher, so the defense was able to position themselves effectively to get a big block up and put it down.
Cheeseman with the back pass to Schmidt. Cordes with the up. Pelds will play it over. Almost got it over. And Centennial maintains the lead.
Tatum Schmidt with the serve.
Here's Cordes.
Good up by Schmidt.
Played over by Cheeseman. Vogt again going to the outside. That's Logan Vogt with the side out. How about the intensity that Logan Vogt just brings not only to her team but to the entire match?
Yes, she has such a presence. Again, you want to relax because she's in the back row, but it doesn't matter because they just reload. And there's Leah Janulevich killing the ball again.
And Janulevich can do it all. Digs, can hit, and can also block.
Yes, there they put it in the middle for Avery Cordes.
Pollock went deep. Good backup plan there by Schmidt. Out of system here. Butters goes to the outside to Cheeseman. Janulevich with the push. Schmidt to the outside. Pollock. Roll shot. Effective.
Brilliant tap over there by Ellie Pollock. She's hit it hard a few times. The defense is back, ready for it to be blasted at them, and she taps it up over the block, drops one in. Beautiful ball. It's Ellie Pollock going back to serve.
Big blast by Janulevich. Again, Centennial holding at the net. Reyes, block back. This time it's Avery Vogt.
Yes, Avery squared. Avery Cordes and Avery Vogt, and a big smile there on the double block by Avery Vogt. Vogt, she can feel it. She's getting excited as they inch closer to a set 3 win.
Now Cordes will serve, and a service error as we're tied up at 7. Well, these two have had some very long points within this one. Second set, we saw some wild swings. Centennial got up by 4. Northwest got up by 7. Northwest would prevail. As Centennial goes back to their benches, Bailey Schneider serves. Here's Janulevich. And it'll be a side out here for Waukee Northwest as they maintain this lead here at 8-7.
Yes, Janulevich, right there you saw her vertical. She uses her arms so well, her whole approach. She throws her arms behind her to really elevate and put the ball away.
Schmidt plays it to Cheeseman, and it's blocked back by Danberg.
I am so impressed by Danberg. She's not the headliner, right? It's Vogt. It's Vogt. It's Janulevich. And she has played so big today. I think I'm giving her her own headline.
6 blocks today for Danberg. And this time Cheeseman says, I'm going to go around her.
She does. She's like, I want a headline too. Wow, what a battle here in 5A.
9-8. Cheeseman will serve. Vogt goes back row attack. How about that from the 10-foot line? Janulevich took off and hammered that one.
She did. She'll have to settle down as she's in the back row now serving because that one had heat on it.
And a service error puts Centennial within 1. We're in the could be deciding set here for Waukee Northwest. Again, they've only lost 4 sets this season. 2 were to Centennial in a best of 5, and the other 2 to Waukee. That was back on September the 13th. They have been on quite a run. Schmidt, an attack error. Northwest will take the point as they go up by 2.
Yes, this squad knew they were going to have a great season. That early loss sometimes does something and makes you play at another level, and they have found that other level that is so excellent that they could hardly be stopped.
And Schmidt can't track that one down. An ace for Northwest. In fact, we've been searching and scouring the annuals here. Talking with Chuck Schaffner, who's the closest thing to what we have present day, of Mike Henderson, trying to figure out how many teams have lost only 4 sets in volleyball throughout a season as timeout's going to be taken here by Centennial. So far, we're unsuccessful in finding out who that might be. So Northwest up 13-9, timeout Centennial.
Out of this timeout, run a 3 and pull loud, okay? Get her just slightly higher than the last one so she can get up on top and you rip a ball, okay? 1 point at a time. Don't look at the score. You gotta fight like crazy for your points. We gotta keep our blocks in. We're not able to close and they're just going cross. Force them to do something else. Keep your block in and close, okay? You are not done. Fight. Let's go.
Let's go, guys. 1, 2, 3.
And celebrate big when you get a point. Let's go.
Coach Reinhardt trying to put some energy back into her team.
Yes, love that energy. She said, get on top of the ball. They want to run a 3, which is to the middle. They want to run quickly, and they have to close the block. The middle has to push off and get to either pen to close that block so they can't hit cross court.
Butters to Cheeseman to Schmidt. Portis will find it. Gets it right back from Boat. And it's still played over by Centennial. Either able to get underneath of it. Ladwig with the shot. And Northwest, that engine firing on all cylinders right now.
Yes, so versatile, left side, middle, right side. And truly, all of their hitters could probably play all 3 positions in the front row.
Pollock, Taylor. Here's Logan Boat, another kill.
Avery Vogt, so effective in that jump set. It's quick, it makes it difficult for the middle to get over, to close the block. She goes cross, another point.
Waukee Northwest has been so good throughout the season. Part of their philosophy, get a lead, relax. Right now, building a lead right now, up by 6. Schmidt trying to go deep and challenged Northwest defensively and gets the side out.
Yes, a great play off the block there by Maya Leigh Butters. It was her get low, stay low, play low, which is what longtime successful coach from Indianola, Kent Hallstad, would have said. But she's the reason to drive this offense for the Jaguars.
Butters to Schmidt. Blocked back, this time by Cordes.
The Jaguars tried to go to the right side. It was a pretty high set, again, allowing the defense to be there with their big double block.
Pelds will rotate back in for Ladwig to serve. Ott tries to go high. Good backup plan by Pelds. Pollock dug up by Janulevich. And Cordes strikes too hard. Centennial will get the side out.
Yes, and you see the Jaguars there executing what Coach Reinhardt said in the huddle. They ran a 3, they came back with a 5 outside set, they end up with the serve again.
Vogt with the back pass to Logan Vogt. Be played over, free ball for Northwest. They go to Logan Vogt and challenges the block and wins.
Yes, the block was there that time. They couldn't press over enough, but there's a lot of heat on that ball coming from Logan Vogt on the outside.
11 kills now for Logan Vogt. 31 assists for Avery Vogt. And that one's going to hit the court. Centennial will get the side out.
Yes, Maddie Ott coming out of the middle. She's hit so well there on a quick 1. She tips up over to the corner where there is no defense.
Ellie Pollock trying to hold the serve for a while and will get an ace.
There's that big celebration on the ace, on the point for Ankeny Centennial.
Goes short this time. Janulevich blocked back. At the net, Avery Vogt puts it up. Cordes to the outside. Schmidt to Cheeseman. Did that hit fingertips? The officials say no. Cheeseman saying, come on, we needed that. Greg Warner and Maurice Frazier saying, nope, we didn't see it. So Cordes again.
Tough serve.
Janulevich goes high. And Northwest will maintain the serve here.
Yes, a great pass there by Logan Vogt to her sister, Avery Vogt, for the point by Janulevich.
Timeout, Centennial. It'll be their second timeout that they've taken. It's a 6-point advantage here for Waukee Northwest. Let's go inside of that Wolf huddle.
Show what you guys have worked on all season, okay? Keep being aggressive, keep swinging fast and working together. All their off-shot stuff, when you guys talk, it looks beautiful, okay? Let's go! 1, 2, 3, Wolves!
Not much you can say inside that huddle but finish, right?
Yes. They have so much energy, so much momentum. They're up 2-0 in sets. It's set number 3. That's a quick timeout there by Coach Jody Vogt. Be aggressive, swing fast, talk on defense, just communicate, always so important. They're doing great, not much you need to tell them.
What a final for Cassidy Danberg. 6 blocks and counting. The whole defensive unit, actually, for Waukee Northwest, having themselves a day at the net. Cordes serves. Ott went high. Janulevich, that'll be played up. Ott's blast, going to be elbowed up and kept alive. Free ball here for Centennial. Butters to Schmidt. Outside Cheeseman. That one goes straight up. Back row attack by Vogt. And Northwest 5 points away from their second state volleyball title. And we talked about at the beginning about how much success Waukee Northwest has had. Won 7 of the last 8 state championships in girls sports and just was a stroke away from winning it in golf. What a run.
It's really incredible when you get that winning mentality and you buy in and you believe every time you step onto the court, onto the field, onto the diamond, whatever it is that you're going to win. It's really a dynasty.
Logan Vogt going to be knocked back by Heather. Reyes blocked back by Danberg.
Danberg and Vogt, what a combination for the double block.
Ladwig in for Pelds. And you think about that championship run that Northwest has been on as we take a look at the block here. A lot of these girls that are out on the court also a part of those championship teams.
Yes, there's a big swing out of the middle by Sophia Heather.
Able to get the side out. Avery Vogt to Ladwig. Cheeseman to Heather. Centennial trying to make some noise here down the stretch.
Yes, you haven't heard it in either huddle today, but coaches are always saying, get the ball to your middle, get the ball to the middle, and they are on the Centennial side on the last few plays and having success.
Cheeseman with the back pass to Schmidt. And Centennial pulls within 4. They say not yet. And timeout, Waukee Northwest.
Schmidt mixed it up there. She's been going cross court to the far corner to 1, and there she cut it sharper and ended up with a point.
Well, as you may have heard, Congress recently cut $3.5 million in federal funding to Iowa PBS. This is the largest one-time cut in our 55-year history, affecting about 18% of our budget. These funds help maintain our statewide network, delivering trusted local programs to every corner of Iowa. Despite the challenge, we're committed to our mission to educate, inform, enrich, and inspire. Thanks for watching and supporting public media. Please consider a gift to friends of Iowa PBS today. And Ladwig able to keep it rolling. As you see the bench having some fun here for Waukee Northwest.
Yes, 22-17 here. 3 points away from what they hope to be a championship for Waukee Northwest. Nice push by Heather, doesn't fall.
Ladwig going to be dug up by Butters. Schmidt with the blast.
Lay Butters is there again.
Heather, walk back. Danberg tries to go deep. Butters up underneath, but what effort. To the outside. Vogt will capitalize. And here's that bench again.
Lifting weights, lifting each other up. Logan Vogt down the line, puts it away. 2 points from the championship.
Cheeseman to Heather, blocked back by Danberg, and we're at championship point.
Ankeny Centennial continues to fight. They want a side out here to keep this set 3 going. This initial pass, so important.
Janulevich to try to end it. Schmidt, that's going to be played up. Heather to Reyes. Ladwig. Janulevich tried to keep it going, and Centennial says another point here.
Yes, they'll take point number 18 as they continue to fight and scrap.
Championship point number 2. Kaylin Reinhardt. As the Northwest crowd into it. Avery Vogt to Logan Vogt, and that'll do it. Waukee Northwest is your Class 5A state champions. They've played in the state title match for 3 straight years. Now bringing home their 2nd state title in volleyball in dominant fashion, finishing the year at 38-1, losing only 4 sets all season. Wow.
It's unheard of. They are considered the dream team of volleyball, and they show us what they had today using their offense in the front row, in the back row. Congratulations to Coach Jody Vogt and her Waukee Northwest team.
Logan Vogt leading the way with 14 kills, 12 kills for Piper Ladwig. And 36 assists on the day for Avery Vogt.
She did an incredible job of distributing the ball.
Let's watch the final point here again. Avery Vogt going to her sister, and Logan Vogt dotting the I in championship. As you see, the celebration. Let's go to Tim Fitzpatrick.
Is Executive Director Aaron Gerlich and Board Member Ron Fodness. Here's your Class 5A All-Tournament team for 2025. From Waukee Northwest, Logan Vogt. From Centennial, Maya Leigh Butters. From Pleasant Valley, Isabel Kramer. From West Des Moines Valley, Kaylin Wieland. From Waukee Northwest, Leah Janulevich. From Ankeny Centennial, Tatum Schmidt. And your Class 5A All-Tournament Team Captain for 2025. From Waukee Northwest, Avery Vogt.
By Avery Vogt as Waukee Northwest wins the state championship. Janulevich, Logan Vogt joining Avery and the Vogt sisters, third straight year that they've been on the all-tournament team. And what a group right there. I'd take them anywhere in the nation for sure.
Yes, these are some of Iowa's finest.
So final pictures, and we'll have the trophy presentations coming up.
Yes, you see Isabel Kramer there from Pleasant Valley. She was number 2 in 5A in kills. There's a big hug to her club teammate, Avery Vogt.
This year's top producer of the 5A championship match. From Waukee Northwest, London Taylor. And now for our team awards. Fans, introducing your Class 5A runner-up, the Ankeny Centennial Jaguars and head coach Jessica Reinhardt.
What a season for Ankeny Centennial. I know they're a little disappointed coming up short here in the championship match, but think about losing all their big hitters they did of a year ago and to make it all the way here to the state final. Quite impressive.
It sure is. It's tough not only to play Waukee Northwest, but to play them 5 times in a season. What a valiant effort by the Jaguars.
But these ladies punched their ticket to get here. Today they redeem it as your Class 5A champions, Coach Jody Vogt and the Wolves of Waukee Northwest.
How about that? Third straight year, second title they're bringing back.
Quick star of the game, as she puts her team name on the championship line. Today's Quick star of the game, Avery Vogt. Congratulations on an outstanding performance and for leading your team to victory.
So Waukee Northwest, your Class 5A state champion. So one title is in the books. We've got
fans,
4 remaining here on Iowa PBS, and they're all going to be great matches coming up. Class 4A next as North Scott takes on Sioux Center. Back with more here from the Extreme Arena. For Dr. Joanna Settles, I'm BJ Shaven saying see you in a bit here on Iowa PBS.
Funding provided by Fareway Meat and Grocery. For more than 80 years, Fareway has been proud to be an active part of the communities we serve. Learn more at fareway.com. And by
Musco Lighting is honored to support Iowa PBS. We're an Iowa company that lights local schools, community fields, and stadiums, arenas, and venues in more than 125 countries. While our reach is global, our commitment is local.
With our Iowa roots and Midwestern values, Farmers Mutual Hail is committed to offering innovative farm insurance for America's farmers, just as we have for 6 generations. Farmers Mutual Hail, America's crop insurance company.